Hi, welcome to your CSS tutorial. So today in this video we are going to start about the basic selectors in your CSS. So before starting, let me introduce. I'm Lara Khan and I'm a software engineer. So I will guide you web development regarding this field. So let's start it up. Here in this you may see the picture. You can see the h1 tag, the p, and the header. They are the classes like tags in CSS. Like when you want to modify your CSS file or your HTML file, then you have to call the paragraph or the class or the tag name. So that's much prettier, as we discussed in the previous video. As you have seen that I used the h1 and the p tag in my video, and we see that the changes will occur on the basic HTML page. So on the next page you can see that the div class header, like the class has the name header, and the div or the division, whatever you may call, is just closing, and this dot means that we have the code inside the div tag. So this header class will go to the CSS file, which here, let me show you. The header file have some code, have some properties over here which we didn't write over there. Like in the HTML page, this is the class which have the property header, and it will go to the CSS class here, and it will call those all properties which we have declared over here. So you can see here one thing more, that the class header, you can see the class header have the h1 tag. Sorry, my mistake, I wrote it over here. My class, instead of this, should be header. So header class have the h1 tag, so it will go here. Header class has the h1 tag, so it will modify those all changes which we declare over here. So on the next thing, you can see that the my style have the tag p, so it will go on the CSS file, and you can see that my style have the tag p, and it will save those all changes which we write here. And here also example, a class header have an a tag, so it will go like in the HTML code we have the anchor tag, and we have the header class. It will go to the header class, and it declares that the header have the a, not header have the a, not particularly just individually header. Like it will change the header a. So in the next page you can see that we have distributed our CSS styling into two forms, like one is class and the other one is ID. So we can declare the both properties by just calling their names, even by class and even by ID. So here's the somehow difference between the class and the ID. The number one is class can be more than one in any tag. Like you can declare the class like more than one, but the ID should be always one. Like ID can't be 2, 3 or 4. It should always be one. IDs are always unique, but the classes are not unique. They like in the h1 tag you can call the ID, in the paragraph you can't call ID, but in the class, like class can be of multiple tags. You can call it over multiple tags, you can call it over multiple times, but the ID can be only once used. Like it's so unique that it can be used only just for one tag, not for multiples. So here's the major difference, that how can you declare your class name, or how can you implement the class name or the ID name. So as you can see, I have mentioned the name of the classes. Our ID are my class, my underscore class, and my dash class. These are the three patterns through which we can write a style or a class name or an ID name. But you can't add a space in your C class or your ID. Like here, I have mentioned a cross. Like that cross, you can easily see the class name or an ID name can't have a space. Like it shouldn't be space. If my name is, let's suppose, Lara Khan, if I write the space between this, that it will be wrong. It will be a wrong pattern. So I don't have to put the space over there. Either it should be a underscore or a dash. There should be something that will reduce these things. So I hope you're getting. So thanks for watching my video. Share if you like. See you in the next tutorial.